Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Josie. If you're here from my Instagram, welcome. You probably know me more as Sunshine the Bee. Today I've got a review and a tutorial for you on the new Sparrow Cosmetics fall collection, including the Fangbanger palette. Sorry, there's a sheen. But yeah. And let me warn you, the tutorial is not this look actually. I tried to show off the versatility of the palette that I received, so this is actually going to be different than the look that you'll see later, if you choose to keep watching, which I hope you do. But yeah, let's go into the review. This is the Fangbanger palette. It has 7 mattes and 5 metallics / shimmers, I believe. I personally think it is the perfect fall palette for me. I think that there's so much variety. I have I really like these shimmers, these mattes. Oh, they're perfect. Those are just my favorites from the palette. But I think it's really impressive that I actually don't have a lot of these shades already in my collection. I think that shows that that they really hit the spot here with this palette, because quite frankly I have a lot of shadows. But yeah, let's get into the pros and cons. An automatic con that I actually found personally is the fact that there's so much talc in it. It's actually like the second ingredient on the list. I thought I would share that with you because I know that a lot of people recently have been a little wary about talc. I realize that there's a lot of it in a lot of other palettes. It's just like the fact that recently it's been linked to a lot of medical issues such as cancer. So I thought that I'd share that with you for people that might care a little bit more about that in particular. The only other con that I really found with this palette is the fact that the purples, this one in particular, can get a little patchy when trying to blend it out. But that's honestly kind of to be expected with the purple, so I'm not really surprised. The saving grace is the fact that the pigmentation is out of this world. It really is. And I will do swatches of this entire palette later. The other con is that there's a lot of kickback with this shade in particular, and the shimmers do stay on better with a glitter glue. I will say that. But besides that, that's really the only cons that I can find within this entire palette. So that's really good. I'm just gonna say it. It's really good. Obviously, let's move on to the pros, because there's way more pros, I promise you. Okay, first of all, this entire brand is cruelty-free and vegan. The palette also comes with a mirror. The pigmentation on all of these shades is spectacular, it really is. I honestly am so impressed with the fact that it's from an indie brand, simply because I really think that their formula is honestly beating out some of the high-end stuff that I have, especially with like these purple shades. So that's amazing. The price for this palette is $42 US. I'm not sure about international prices, but for the US, that's the price. So yeah, I really do think that it's worth the $42. The other thing is that everything in this palette is handcrafted. She presses all of the palettes, the shadows. I think she hand paints the palette packaging too. I know for a fact that she picked out the art and everything, so she's such a hard worker. The owner is, she's awesome, and I can't thank her enough. Oh, for sending me all this, I should tell you, this was sent to me, yes. Oh gosh, if you couldn't tell, I'm not used to being filmed. I've already filmed this like, I think this is my 4th time filming this. So hopefully this is the shot. Second of all, she did send me a highlighter. This is in Sacred Blood. Oh my goodness gracious, it is gorgeous. Let me just swatch it really quick for you. Once you blend it out, it's beautiful on the skin. I really think that it's great for all skin tones. You really can't beat it. I am a giant fan of her highlighters. They're literally the highlighters that I grab daily. So that should really say something. I also bought some on my own because I really do think that they're that good. She also sent me a blush. This is called Sanguinista, I believe. And these are super pigmented. You saw that I didn't really pick up a lot, but holy cow, look at that. Oh my goodness, amazing. Literally amazing. And they do blend out flawlessly. I have yet to have any issues with blending any of these products out, besides the patchy, some patchy eyeshadows. But yeah, I'm wearing the blush and the highlight right now on my face. I'm also obviously wearing her shadows, and these blended out flawlessly. I had no issues at all. But yeah, the description will have everything else that I'm wearing. That's the only, these are the only products that I'm wearing from Sparrow at the moment. I'm not wearing any foundation, so this is what the blush and highlight looks on just fresh skin, essentially. But yeah, so amazing. Let me swatch the palette for you before we go on to the tutorial. Obviously, it's not going to be the same as this look, as I've said, but yes. So let's get to it. Okay, and keep in mind, I am not a swatch artist. That's not what I do, so I'm sorry if they're not that great. But this is the first row, and this is in Baby Vamp, Mortal, Faye, and Packmaster. This is one swipe, no primer, necessary even. Oh my goodness. Beautiful. This is the second row. This is in the shade Shreveport. I don't think I pronounced that right, I'm sorry, but that's the shade. Then Out of the Coffin, Glamour, and Help Me. Oh, that's another thing. Since she does literally type out all of the little titles as well, some of them might be off, but that's okay, that's okay. The quality is amazing, so I really don't think that that should be a con. I just wanted to point that out. I thought it was honestly kind of cute, but yes. So yeah. And Help Me, oh my goodness. That shade is so pigmented, oh my gosh. So this is True Death, As Your Maker, Graveyard, and Bite Me. Like, this is just the perfect fall palette, oh my goodness. It really is. Look at that. I just can't believe, like, how good it is. I really can't. I have gravitated towards this palette. I can't stop using it. As you can see on my Instagram, I am constantly using it. Yeah, I don't know what else to say to prove my point besides the fact that I use it all the time. But yes, thank you so much for watching this review. It means so much to me that you guys tune in to watch this stuff, so I really thank you for it. I honestly think that Sparrow has fantastic products. They have glitter, pressed glitter, glitter liners, eyeshadow obviously, other palettes. They actually have perfumes now, like that's amazing. Highlighters obviously, and I will say if you want to try anything here today, get the highlighters. They retail for about $8. I have no complaints with them at all. They are always stunning. They always pull through for me. I constantly reach for them. I can't say anything bad about their highlighters at all. At all. But yeah, and they have lashes too. These are not theirs actually, but they have lashes, they have lip products, they have everything. And she makes just about every single thing that she sells. So I am just so impressed. I really am. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry if this was a little short. I'm trying to kind of go a bit fast because the last few takes were really long. Oh, and before I forget, you can use code SUNSHINE on your order for free shipping on orders over $20. So thank you so much if you use it. Unfortunately, international people, you cannot use it because international shipping is way too much. But thank you ahead of time if you use it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you stay for the tutorial. And I realized that I actually didn't film an outro, so I will for here right now. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I hope you have a lovely day. Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna go for a really fun cranberry look. I think it's gonna be perfect for fall. I think just about anyone can do it. I'm obviously gonna do it in a way that's more suited towards my eye shape, but obviously you just kind of gotta switch the shades around. I think this will work for just about anyone, and I just kind of want to show off the product a bit. So I'm going in with the first shade in Bite Me. It's this really pretty purple shade. This one right here. I think it's gorgeous, and I think that it's perfect for fall. And I'm just kind of gonna pat it on the lid like so. Just like that. And I'm gonna do it to the other eye, of course. Awesome. Super easy to blend out, as you can see. The pigment is honestly stunning. For an indie brand, that's really good. I think the quality is amazing. It's really buttery. It's great. But yeah. And now I'm gonna go in the shade. I think it's supposed to be Help Me, but they typed it out as Hep B. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be the shade Help Me though. But yeah, I'm just gonna take that, gonna tap off the excess a little bit, and then I'm gonna go right above to kind of blend it out a little bit.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, as you can see, that shade is also really pigmented. I'm probably gonna go in a little bit more, help deepen. Yeah, cool. So obviously it's looking a little messy right now, and that's okay. A tip that I like to do is I just kind of go around the edges with the finger, and I just kind of soften it out, honestly, like this. It helps pick up some of the pigment, and you can kind of like swipe away what you don't really want. So yeah. Alright. To show off the glitters a bit as well, or the shimmers, I'm sorry, I'm gonna go in with a glitter glue real quick. I use the NYX stuff. It's really cheap. It's great. I think it's like $6 or $7 at Ulta or the drugstore. You can find it just about anywhere. I'm gonna take a little dab on my finger right there, and I'm gonna pat it into the center of my lids. eyes too. And then I'm gonna go in to the shade Baby Vamp right there. Right here. Look at that. Like, I think that right there deserves an award. And obviously, we're gonna blend it on out. I prefer the tapping motion. I think, again, it helps disperse it better, as well as picking up some of the pigment that you might not want completely on the eye. Kind of like this. So you end up something really shimmery. And I think I might add a little bit more actually to this one. Yes. Oh my goodness. Personally, I also really like using some of her shimmer shades as a highlight as well. I think it's really great when you do that. And I think if you use Baby Vamp really lightly as well as Mortal, you can get a really stunning highlight out of both of those. So yeah. Oh, and for some darker skin tones, I think even the shade Shariva Report would be great. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. I'm so sorry if it's not. But yeah, and then I'm gonna kind of wipe up a little bit underneath here, obviously. I'm gonna go into the shade Graveyard. This is honestly, the shade right here, it's one of my favorite browns ever. I don't know what it is, like the undertones just work so well with my skin. I love it. I honestly love it. So, so yeah, there it is. And for my eye type, I honestly kind of prefer it if I don't leave any shadow underneath. I feel like it kind of helps open my eyes a little bit more, but that's just me, obviously. But for like a daily look, I really don't tend to put a lot of shadow underneath, unless it's kind of like to help emphasize the lower lash line, but that's about it. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna pop on some lashes and then we're gonna call it good. And this is the final look that we have today. I popped on a pair of lashes from her Mannerisms. They're another indie brand that I really like. But besides that, everything else on my face is, for the most part, also from Sparrow. The blush is their blush in Sanguinista, and the highlight is in their highlight in, Sacred Blood. The lips, I actually don't have any lip products from Sparrow. So the liquid lip that I'm wearing is Pouf from Lime Crime, and on top is Pixie from Morphe. But everything else, all the other makeup that I'm wearing will be in the description below, so you can check it out if you really like, if you're interested. So yeah, alrighty.